What are the most dangerous calisthenics exercises? Well, I'd like to preface this video by saying that no exercise is so dangerous that you can't do it. If you gradually, progressively overload an exercise and let your joints and tendons slowly adapt to it and don't rush the process and listen to your body, then the chances of you getting injured even while doing a dangerous exercise will be a lot lesser than usual. With that being said though, some exercises are just more dangerous than others. The first on this list are the supinated planche or Maltese variations. Now the obvious risk of injury here is to the bicep tendon because obviously your hands are opened and your bicep tendon is exposed, so it could get injured pretty easily. In fact, the supinated Maltese is actually way more dangerous. I mean, just a regular Maltese is quite dangerous because of the insane amount of pressure that it puts on your elbows and bicep tendon. So if you do these exercises without proper conditioning and preparation and gradually build up to it, then you will very easily get injured. Not warming up properly, overtraining, or even training hard when your body isn't feeling 100%, these things lead to injuries. So please follow these precautions if you're going to do these exercises. And please try to get good at the regular planche first before you even think of moving to this exercise. Next up, we have the retracted weighted dip. Now the weighted dip is actually a great exercise for building strength and muscle in the upper body, but some people over the years have complained about chest pain and sternum pain, and some people have even gotten more serious issues like costochondritis by doing heavy weighted dips. The reason this happens is because when you do retracted weighted dips and your chest is opened out, it really stretches your chest fibers and puts a lot of pressure on your sternum. Doing it with this form isn't necessarily bad or wrong, but if you are gonna do it this way, then make sure you use light weights, or you can even just use your body weight. If you want to go heavy, number one, you need to gradually build up to it. Number two, you need to protract and depress your scapulars while doing weighted dips, and also slightly hunch over on the descent to protect your chest. Some people also get collarbone pain while doing weighted dips, myself included. This usually happens because the scapula is shrugged up and it's not depressed on the way down, and this could happen because either the weight is too heavy, or you're descending too fast, or you're just forgetting to depress your scapula at the end of each rep and before starting another rep. This usually happens to me when I do my top set, which is quite heavy for me, but then it usually goes away when I lighten the weight for the back off sets. Next up, we have the gymnastics ring skills, more specifically the iron cross related skills like Nakayama, Pineda, Azarian. Not only do these skills place a lot of pressure on your bicep tendon and elbows, but they also place a lot of stress on your shoulder joints and your rotator cuff. Barkaya actually recently got a shoulder injury while training the iron cross related skills. With that being said though, there are so many gymnasts who can do these skills comfortably and they've been doing them for many years. I'm not saying they've never gotten injured doing that, but they've actually gradually built up over time. I mean, a lot of these guys have been training since they were literal children. So they gradually built up the intensity and they can do it at a very high level now. So patience and preparation and listening to your body can go a long way to prevent injuries and make progress faster in the long run. Next up, we have the neck hang. I don't think I need to explain why this exercise is dangerous. I mean, just look at it. If you want to train your neck, then there are much better and much safer alternatives out there. This is actually a pretty popular move in street workout, which a lot of athletes are able to do without getting injured, mostly again because they have gradually built up to it over time. This list also includes all those crazy variations that you have, like Hefesto and fingertip planche, wrist planche, all these weird variations, and put yourself in all sorts of weird unfavorable positions. Obviously those are really dangerous, but again the athletes are able to do them safely because they gradually built it up over time. This is pretty much the theme of the entire video. The last most dangerous exercise is the exercise which you do with bad form and the one which you're not ready for. Don't get me wrong, bad form can actually be used as a tool to increase your progress. But if you just rush the process and do progressions which you aren't ready for in terms of strength and conditioning or mobility, then yeah, you'll get injured. If you're unintentionally doing exercises with bad form in an uncontrolled way, then yeah, you're gonna get injured with them. Using bad form like half reps or momentum, things like that, can actually be useful when you do it in a controlled and predictable way, provided you're doing them with the intention to improve in the future. A good way to avoid such bad form is to record yourself while doing your exercises. In conclusion, this video was not made to scare you away from certain exercises. It was mainly made to warn you about the ways in which you can get injured. I mean, even seemingly harmless exercises can get you injured if you just rush the progress and you do not let your body adapt gradually. I mean, I remember when I first started, I actually got some pretty bad inner elbow pain while doing pull-up negatives. I was just spamming pull-up negatives without doing them in a good controlled form, and yeah, I got some pretty bad inner elbow pain because of it. But obviously you can avoid this if you just gradually build your way up and not rush the process. But over time you can gradually condition yourself to do most of the exercises that you want. So that's pretty much it for this video. Subscribe if you found value, like the video as well. See ya.